to Heather's Family Vlogs. Heather's Family Vlogs. Right there. And there. And right there. Hey guys. I'm sorry I'm picking my nose. It's itchy. Izzy's right here. You know I'm allergic to him. But yeah, guys, you see it? Can you tell I did the platinum? But it's like platinum blonde, red, brown. I don't know what the hell happens. Look, it never works out when I do it. I'm gonna have to get my hair professionally done, y'all. But anyway, guys, I have a special guest today. Today's video is gonna be a little different than what I usually do. But I want you guys to hear from a real Bronx native what it was like growing up in Bronx, New York. How long you?
I was born in the Bronx, September 17, 1949.
1949, y'all. So I'm just gonna he's my neighbor. His name is Joey. I call him Uncle Joey because he is the elder, and I like to respect my elders. So I look at him like he's my uncle, like a uncle figure, you know. But I'm gonna sit here and ask him some questions. And he said, and I asked him if he was willing to, do a video, to let us know how it was growing up, then, and how you feel about what it is now, to see like how much has changed throughout the years. So let's get this going. Hi,
Hello.
Joey.
How you doing, everybody?
Welcome to Heather's Family Vlogs.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Oh, you're always welcome. So, how long you been in New York, in Bronx, New York?
Since September 17, 1949. I'm a Bronxite.
It was a Bronx night. Wow, that's what they call you all?
Bronxite, yeah.
Bronxite?
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it when you was a kid growing up, and what part of the Bronx are you originally from?
Originally from West Farms. That's the 2 and the 5 train.
West Farm Square?
West Farms Square, yeah.
That's the other side of the Bronx, y'all. Oh, how was it growing up there? What was it like?
It wasn't too bad. The schools were open more. They had what they called parkies. They made sure you played basketball, or you went to play hockey, finger hockey.
Field hockey.
I don't know, finger hockey.
Finger hockey?
You go like
air hockey?
Air hockey.
Air hockey. I used to love playing air hockey when I was young.
And they had table tennis, ping pong. But now that the city has no money, they cut all that stuff out.
Right.
The schools were open till 6 o'clock.
When you were going to school?
Yeah, the public schools, yeah. They had all sorts of activities.
Oh, wow. So what time did you have to be to school at?
I went to Catholic school. I had to be there, the formation was 8:30.
All right.
Formation was 8:30. And we went till 2:30. Public school went from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
All right. So how was the schools like in high school out here? Were they as bad as we see it on TV?
No, you had to worry about the teachers. The teachers would beat you up.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah. Catholic school was rough.
Did they really hit you with rulers and stuff?
That was the nuns. The nuns would hit you with rulers.
Oh.
The teachers would hit you with a fist.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Well, one time, one guy thought he was being picked on by a brother. That's what they call the teachers. They're religious. And he said that you wouldn't be so tough without wearing that dress because they wore cassocks.
Right.
and he said, "Let's go out. Let's go into the hallway." And they went into the hallway, and the brother beat the hell out of the guy. He came in crying, and everybody was shocked because he was a tough guy.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
They didn't play games.
Wow. Now, how was the prices back then in New York? Like how much it was for like bread and eggs out here, milk?
Oh, bread and milk was 23 cents.
Oh my god.
A Hershey bar was a nickel.
What? Wow. A nickel, 5 cents. Oh my god. How much was a loaf of bread?
Yeah, 23 cents.
33 cents.
23.
23.
And a container of milk was 23 cents. It was all cheap. It started going up in the late 60s, and they had inflation.
Now, where you were raised at, what was what kind of people were you surrounded by?
There were Irish, Italian, and Jews. The Puerto Ricans didn't come in till the mid to late 60s. The same with the blacks.
Oh wow! Now, when they started getting other cultures in here, what happened on your block, like your area?
Oh, the whites moved out.
Because of colored people moved in?
Yeah. Colored people moved in, and the Hispanics moved in. They didn't want to be around them.
Prejudiced people, am I correct?
Yeah. Well,
it is what it is. This is, we're humans, and I still don't understand till this day about racism because I wasn't raised that way,
Well, people want to stay with their own kind. There's Little Italy. There's Little Ireland. There's the blacks don't like the gentrification of Harlem now because the whites are starting to move in.
It's crazy.
People want to stay with their own kind. There's Chinatown. The Chinese don't want
No,
you
you
there.
said Ireland? You said Ireland?
Yeah, Irish.
Where the hell is that? I never...
That was in northern Manhattan, Inwood.
Oh, okay. Manhattan's just so many cultures there is.
It's all neighborhoods. All of New York City. First of all, New York City is made up of 5 boroughs: Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And the boroughs, New York City calls them boroughs. Mm-hmm. New York State calls them counties. But the boroughs are divided up into neighborhoods.
By race?
No, not anymore. Now most of the Bronx is Hispanic.
Yeah, most definitely.
Riverdale is Jewish. And Throgs Neck, I think, is still Irish.
And Gun Hill is Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Like, so from the time that you were in high school until,
60s.
Right, until now, what's the good and the bad of the both? Like, how was it really good for you to walk around? Right now, it's hard to walk places because of everything that's really going on,
Oh, there was less crime. There was a lot less crime.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever been robbed?
No.
Have you ever been attacked?
No.
Me neither. But what do you actually think about what is actually going on right now in the city?
I know, it's crazy. They like
Tell them about what is going on. Cause
they're shooting everybody all over the place. One guy got shot because he took the other guy's parking space.
What? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Yesterday, did you hear what happened yesterday?
What?
Well, 2 different ones. An elderly woman was walking with her walker, and they attacked this lady. They beat her with a pot. Like, what did they say? Bludgeoned her.
Wow.
Like, literally was banging her head with a crock pot or some kind of a pot.
Wow.
There was like a group of 3 or 4 of them, and I heard this on the news this morning, and they stole the lady's walker. It was an elderly lady, and they robbed her for $20. All that for $20. What do you think about that?
That's terrible, but that's what they do. They're probably drug addicts. They need the money for crack or heroin.
And over here on 168, did you hear about what happened on 168?
No.
Huh. They broke into somebody's apartment in a building and broke in, kicked down their door, and they tied the lady up with a sheet and left her there and beat the crap out of her husband and robbed him for thousands and thousands of dollars. This was last night.
Stuff like that is either an inside job or the people have big mouths. If you have money, you don't tell everybody saying, "Oh, I'll loan you $100. I got some money at home." You don't know who's listening.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Either that, or they have a cousin or a nephew who's into drugs. He says, "I need the money. Let's go get it," and that's what happens. How do you know who's got thousands and thousands of dollars?
Unless somebody tells them.
Unless they tell somebody.
That is so true. So what were like some of the things you used to do when you was a teenager? Like, where did you go? What did you do compared to now?
Oh, the Bronx Zoo and the Botanical Gardens was free.
How long has the Bronx Zoo and Botanical Gardens have been there? Were they there before you were born, or?
Oh, hell yeah, they were there in the 1890s.
Really?
Yeah.
And the Bronx Zoo, you guys,
Yeah.
is ginormous. It's huge.
They call it Bronx Park. Bronx Park is divided into 2 parts. The Botanical Gardens in the north and the Bronx Zoo in the south.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to Botanical Gardens.
Oh, it's terrific.
Is it beautiful? Yeah. Tell us. What does it look like?
They got a rose garden. They got all kinds of flowers there. They got all kinds of exhibits there.
It must smell so pretty there.
Yeah.
Different kind of flavors, smells. Oh,
Yeah.
I love those pretty smells, sweet smells, or candy smells, you know. But like, did you work when you were younger?
When I got out of high school, I worked. I was a cashier.
Oh, where did you work at?
In a grocery store, a big grocery store. It's not there anymore. It used to be called Corvettes. Corvettes. They went out of business.
What kind of
But
food they sold there?
It was a grocery store, like A&P.
Oh, okay. Those kind are like in Manhattan type, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
like
food town here.
yeah, but in Food Town over here, you really don't. It's hard for you to find a lot of certain foods that I'd be looking for. You know, you too, because he be looking for weird things. He's an older man, but the stuff that he likes, you wouldn't think that a guy would like, but he actually loves it. You know? But so like compared to the cost of living then, like in
Oh, it was a lot cheaper, but people didn't make that much money.
right.
Everything was, they say, a car was only $2,000, $3,000. But the average worker made $50, $60 a week.
Wow. My grandmother was born in 1945. I'd be trying to ask her all kind of questions, you know, and for some reason she's just not, like, I don't care.
Maybe she doesn't want to live in the past. So remember it.
No, you know, I just like to ask questions, you know. It's good because I like to talk to elder people, you know, because I like to learn, like, how you were raised or how you grew up, because it's good to know, you know. That's why I asked him, like, can I ask you questions, you know? So since you were born here, do you have brothers and sisters?
I got one brother that lives in New Hampshire. No sisters.
I love New Hampshire. It's so pretty and quiet.
Lots of trees.
Lots. And lots of bears and mooses and deers. Oh, and lots of fish. And fireworks. But,
Oh, and fireworks weren't illegal in the 50s and 60s.
but why are they illegal?
That's because guys do stupid things. They put a whole bunch of them together. One guy put a whole bunch of fireworks together and he set it off, and it blew up, and part of it went into his head.
Oh my God!
So and then these guys, they want to play chicken. They want to hold on to the firework until to the last minute, and they throw it down.
I've done that.
And the guy gets his hand blown off. So the government said we can't have this anymore. We just gotta stop it.
Right. So, growing up in Bronx, New York, you know, we all seen on TV of all the buildings, how they were like burnt, and how everything was like messed up here.
That was
like,
the 70s.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, like, what year did all that start?
The 70s.
In the 70s. For how many years did that last?
Oh, for a while. Early 70s. Everything was burning down.
Yeah, because people were doing it, right?
People were starting fires because they wanted to move to a better place. So they burned down with their 3-room apartment, and they wanted to get a 5-room apartment. So that was the government's fault. They should say, well, if the place is burned down, you live in the street. That's all.
Wow. So what was your activity when you was growing up?
Well, they had different kinds of. They had Little League. There was no soccer. No, there was no soccer. Soccer wasn't around.
No.
And
What about baseball?
they had Little League.
Little League. Cute. Did you do like scouts or anything?
No, they had Boy Scouts. Catholic schools and public schools had their own troops.
Oh yeah.
Of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
My
The Scouts, I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday, they could wear their uniform to school. Of course, the meeting was going to be held after school. So they could wear their uniform to school.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right? So I hope you guys really enjoy listening to this because I am. It's good to know about a lot of things, you know. So what kind of stores that was around in your days that is not here now, that you wish that was here?
Oh, I don't know that.
I bet he has a couple.
The 5 and Dimes, Woolworths and Kresge. You could go there and buy a soldier for 10 cents. A metal soldier. About this big.
And what was the name of this place?
Woolworths. F.W. Woolworth. That was around in
Is that big toy store?
No, that's I forget the name of that. That's not the same thing. F.W. Woolworth was a 5 and dime. It was called a 5 and dime. Everything was 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, 25 cents.
Wow, things back then was really cheap because they really had no money back in those days.
Right.
And now people are getting paid $15 to $18 an hour, and everything is going so sky high. It's ridiculous, you know.
Yeah.
But like,
the money's got to come from somewhere. If somebody's getting $15 an hour, the employer has to make enough money to pay them. And to get the money, he's got to raise the prices.
Right. So where is your family originally from?
My mother was born in Brooklyn, and my father was born in Yonkers. Yonkers is part of Westchester.
Yeah. Have you ever been out of state?
My uncle owned a farm in Arkansas.
You been to Arkansas?
Arkansas, and my aunt lives in New Jersey.
So you've been to Arkansas?
A couple times, yeah.
How did you like it?
Oh, it was farm country. It was farm.
You don't like farms.
I'm a,
You're a city
I'm a
boy.
Bronxite. I love tenements. I love big buildings.
Why?
I don't know. I just like them.
You know, I came out here, like the main reason I came to New York in 95 was I seen Home Alone. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at all those buildings, you know, Home Alone Part 2, where they were in New York City. I was like, wow. And I came out here and I fell in love with the buildings. I was like, wow, this is place. And every time I went back to Massachusetts, something kept telling me in my head, go back to New York, go back to New York. And here I am, but yeah, I'm trying to move out of here. Because it's really getting bad over here. And I want to be with trees. We don't have that here unless you go to a park somewhere.
Yeah. Well, the building that I grew up in was 6 stories.
Oh.
And there was no elevator.
Oh, so you had to
And
walk
we lived
up.
on the 5th floor, so we had to walk up 5 flights of stairs.
So, what do you think about the Bronx now compared, compare it?
Well, there's more crime, but I haven't been mugged or attacked, so
You just gotta watch your back.
yeah.
And that's crazy because I never did that. Like, I used to walk around like nothing. And now you gotta have your head like that and make sure nobody's gonna come up behind you and cold cock you.
Yeah.
You know, because,
They do it.
yeah, they do it. They've been pulling people out of cars, stealing people's cars, stealing their jewelries, their sneakers. Like, it's happening now, but it's not only happening in New York City, it's happening everywhere. And it's crazy and sad.
Yeah.
You know, yes, we're going through things, but you're not the only one that's going through things. The whole world is going through something.
Yeah.
You know, and do you have anything else you would like to say?
No, it was a nice interview.
Thank you so much. We all like to learn a little bit about, you know, about how you grew up in Bronx. You know, because we always see it on TV, but what you see on TV are 2 different things. You know, but when you hear it from somebody that was raised here all his life, it's a good thing, you know?
If you want to know how Catholic school was, there's a movie called Heaven Help Us. Look that up on Facebook or Google. It's called Heaven Help Us. That's what Catholic school was in the 50s and 60s.
They show it. That's the cat. So it literally shows you exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's a movie. And
I'm gonna check after we get out of here on the TV. But, Guy, I thank you so much for coming and talking to all of us. We appreciate you very much. Have a blessed day. But guys, like, subscribe, share, follow me literally on everything. Remember, hit that notification bell when you want to be notified when I put up my brand new videos. I love y'all so much. God bless. Peace.
Take care. Stay safe.